Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is a little quick pick a card reading for Tuesday the 23rd of May, but obviously it's timeless. So pile number 1 is the blue apatite, pile number 2 is the amethyst, and pile number 3 is the red jasper. So I will just give you a second to choose your pile, and obviously if you want more time, you know, you can pause the video if you want to do that. Okay, so I'll just move that out of the way. Okay, and we'll start with pile number 1, the blue apatite. So you guys have standing firm, I am noble, brave and strong. Oh, you have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. You have the raccoon, you have everything you need. And you have manifest, the magician. Get him to focus. Okay, so there's obviously something here that you're trying to manifest, pile number 1. You know, you could be manifesting a bunch of things. You could be basically manifesting a whole new life for yourself, and the blue apatite is actually a stone of manifestation. For some reason they're testing your commitment to whatever this is. Okay, they like to do that. But they're saying that you have everything that you need. So if you're worried about, like, whatever this is going to be, obviously it's going to be different for different people, right? You might be worried about having the resources to get to the next phase. You might be worried about having the necessary skills to do whatever it is. They're saying you have it, okay? You have everything you need to achieve this, and you're going to, like, see how you're going to get there, right? Like, he's on top of his little pile of rocks that he's made, right? His little, what do they call it, a cairn. He's on top of his little cairn and he's got his little flag. You're gonna get there, okay? Just for some reason they're kind of testing your commitment, and honestly sometimes they do that. It's almost like to clear out blockages that are getting in your way, right? Because say for example you want to set up your own business, right? But you have to leave a current job to do it. You know, you may be like, oh my god, like, do I have enough savings to do that, right? You may have, like, the flowers on my table have just literally started like dropping their leaves as I was talking. You know, you might be getting to that stage now where you're like, oh my god, I've invested so much in this new business, is it ever going to take off? I'm running out of money, blah 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 blah. They're saying you have the resources that you need, okay? For some reason, they're just testing your commitment to see how bad you want it, okay? But they're going to give you whatever you need to do this. They're going to make sure you have enough. But sometimes they just kind of... It's almost like, you know, you're saved at the last breath kind of thing. They've done that to me a few times, you know, where it's like, oh my god, I'm going to run out of money, or like I'm not going to make it. But you do, okay? Because they're always going to catch you, but it's almost like a test of faith. It's like, how much do you trust us? Do you trust us enough to catch you? Because a lot of the reason that people fail is like they quit just before they got to the victory. You know what I mean? Because they run out of faith, or they don't believe in themselves enough. Because that could be another thing that they're doing, is like trying to get you to see, you know, you might be getting in your own way a little bit, because when you doubt it, whatever this is, then it's like, well, it's not for me because I'm not worthy. Or, you know, they're trying to get you to trust your intuition. Whatever it is, there's some kind of little or big test of commitment here, okay? But you're going to get what you want, and they're going to support you. Just keep, you know, stand firm, keep going, have faith, believe in yourself, know that they're going to support you and that you have everything that you need. And also see with this card here, the magician, you know, keep your, you know, you can't keep your vibration like high all the time. You're human, right? It's good, you have to feel your emotions, otherwise, you know, that's not good to repress emotions. But, you know, as much as you can, try and keep that vision, like keep your vibration high, positive self-talk, right? Even when you have no one else to help you, doesn't matter. Fuck everyone else. You don't need anyone else. You just need you, right? And belief in yourself, belief in the manifestation, okay? So that is your message, pile number one. You have everything you need. You're just being tested a little bit. All right, stand firm. You're brave, you're strong, you're gonna get to this victory and keep manifesting, okay? So that is your message, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed it and you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Pile number two, you guys had the amethyst. So you have renewing your life, clutter, radiant vitality is filling my life. So you're obviously doing a purge at the moment. Yeah, emotions are running high. Okay, so you might be feeling very emotional at the moment. You have conclusions are within reach. And you have it's time to release negativity. Okay. So before I pull the rest of the cards, I want to say sometimes spirit will trigger you, okay? In order to get these emotions, these negative emotions out of you, because a lot of the time we repress stuff, right? It gets repressed. These emotions, like these blockages, like I can't do it, I'm not worthy, it's not for me, or you have money blocks or something, whatever it is, there's some kind of negativity that they're getting you to release, and often the way that they do that is they trigger you, okay? So you know, like say you have a really shitty day or like a bunch of stuff goes wrong and you're like, spirit, what the hell? What is this? Like, I'm a good person, like I do everything you want, what the hell is this? Sometimes it's literally just to trigger you, to get all this gunk up. That's called shadow work. If you want to know more about shadow work, you should check out my other channel, How to Train Your Caterpillar. The link is in the description. I have a bunch of like spiritual videos over there if you want to check them out. But that's how they do it. That's how shadow work is done, okay? You're coming to some kind of ending. Like, this is literally, it's almost like if you think of it this way, like think of a house, okay? And then the house is like your new beginning. So it's like you're at the gate. You're literally at the gate of the house. Like you can see the new beginning, you're nearly there. You just got to get rid of like a little bit of this emotional clutter, okay? Yeah, you have cheer up the hummingbird. So you might be feeling kind of blue today, or you're just, you know, your emotions are all over the place, okay? Just let it happen. Just let it happen, because yes, it's important to keep your vibration high, but like when they deliberately trigger you like this, it's best to just kind of let the emotions out. I mean, don't wallow in them forever, you know, but you know, just have a cry, let yourself get it out, because that's how shadow work is done, and it's going to clear it all out, like these blockages, you know, little by little. Okay, so if you're feeling a bit blue at the moment, just know that they've probably triggered you because they're preparing you for something. Yeah, that's literally what I was just about to say. So you have the Two of Wands here, spread your wings. The Two of Wands is all about doing the work. You're being prepared for something. I don't know what this is, but you're being prepared for some kind of new beginning. And it's going to involve you coming out of your comfort zone in some way. So like a relationship with someone who, I don't know, maybe you think they're a little out of your league or something, or like a job that requires you to, I don't know, lead a team maybe, or like do something with a lot of responsibility or something like that, right? But you're being prepared for something, like they're making you kind of spread your wings and get out of your comfort zone, because there's something destined for you here. And you see how like it's an up, the path is going up, you're ascending to something. Like this new goal you see here, the little star, there's some kind of new goal that you're being prepared for, and it's like further up in some way than where you are now. And also see how she's got her arms open. It's like you're being prepared to open your arms to this, because sometimes like when we get in our own way, you know, when we have money blocks, like I'm not worthy of money, or like money is hard to come by, or I'm, you know, not worthy of unconditional love, these subconscious blocks that are there can get in the way of this new beginning, right? So they're getting rid of all this like emotional detritus, if you will, so that you can open up to this new beginning. And you have the solar plexus chakra and you have the death card. Perfect. So it's obviously something to do with your self-confidence here, like the solar plexus. I think you're having some kind of solar plexus chakra activation, okay? The solar plexus is all about confidence and like motivation to make your own life better, to do things that are good for you. Go for the good job, go for the relationship that makes you happy, like go for the person that's going to treat you well, you know what I mean? Go for the nicer house, whatever it is. Like, I'm not saying like become money oriented, but I'm saying like it's like this motivation to go after things that are good for you instead of kind of being wishy-washy and being like, it doesn't really matter, like, you know, I'm not good enough. It's that kind of like, I don't feel worthy, like I don't want to be in charge, because I feel like for some of you it might be something about leadership as well. Also the solar plexus is about, you know, really listening to your gut, knowing that something is for you, not listening to anyone else and just going for it. And with the Death card, you're literally stepping into a new version of you. You know, like you're unzipping the old you, the one that was like, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, you know, holding yourself back, getting in your own way. So you should start to feel a lot more motivated and a lot more confident, okay? Because you're being prepared for this new beginning. But it's just the shadow work is not fun, okay? So just, you know, let the emotions happen, let it out, okay? And then get yourself a pizza and watch some crap on the TV, you know what I mean? So that is your message pile number 2. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Hello pile number 3. Right, I actually ended up stopping your video, so yes, I stopped it at the end of number 2. So if you've come here from pile number 2, this is why there's a jump, okay? So pile number 3, you have rising above. I see only beauty and grace. You have the sacral chakra. You have take time to breathe out. Okay, so before I do the rest of the cards, I just want to say, I feel like you're more in your yin energy at the moment, okay? Like the sacral chakra is all about the yin energy, like the feminine energy, regardless of your gender, okay? Especially like you even have the sacral, like a sacral chakra stone, like the red jasper is like good for the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is like the seat of joy. It's the seat of emotions. It's like finding, you know, when you have a blocked sacral chakra, you kind of repress your emotions and you end up, you can almost be like a workaholic, you know what I mean? It's like all about achieving like the list of things that you needed to do today, right? Instead of finding time for joy and the things that make you happy, right? Which often this chakra becomes blocked in childhood, doesn't have to, but often it does. It's often a behavior that you've learned in childhood. So this could be something that you're dealing with because, or it could just, you might have learned it later, okay? But often it's learned in childhood. This take time to breathe out card is reminding me of the Four of Swords, which is a card of resting. So they may have deliberately put you in a period of rest so that you could access this yin energy, right? Like the softer, more receptive, more feminine energy where you kind of, you know, it's about letting things come to you as well. So there may be like someone coming in to help you, or it's like just what you're supposed to be doing at the moment. Like instead of kind of being all about the like, oh, I have to do this and have to do that and oh my god, I need to get it all done, just being like, you know what, fuck that, I'm going for a bath, you know what I mean? Or like, I'm not doing that, like I'm taking, you know, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing all those chores, I'm gonna go out to the park for a walk, or I'm gonna watch that movie that I really like and order a pizza, you know, like I'm gonna be bad. Which is kind of terrible that we think of like doing things that we enjoy as like being bad, you know, because we are here to like enjoy life. That's why we're here, you know. I mean, you're not supposed to just sit on the couch stuffing your face with pizza all the time, but you are allowed to do that sometimes, You know what I mean? And see with rising above, see beauty and grace as well, that's very much associated with the sacral chakra. Like you may have I feel like you're accessing your sacral chakra at the moment, like whether you've had a block in it or not. I feel like you have for a lot of people watching this. So you know, it's like becoming more aware of like wanting to beautify your surroundings, like taking time out to groom yourself, like exercise, do things that are good for your body. It can also be the thing is, when you start opening the sacral chakra, it can release all these repressed emotions that you've had. Like, you know, because for example, like if you're a bit of a workaholic, part of that is avoiding your feelings, right? So when they make you sit with it, you know, you may be going through like a little bit of a purge, okay? You may have been attracted to pile number 2, but the thing is, it's going to be good for you, okay? Because the sacral chakra is about joy, and I feel like that's the energy that you're moving into. You may have recently, like you may have been in almost something of a survival mode, honestly, pile number 3. And this is you coming out of that. It's because, you know, you're not here, like survival mode is something, it's supposed to get you through a bad patch. You're not supposed to live your life like that, you know? You know, it's not supposed to be like work, come home, go to work, go home, go to work, go home. It's like, you know, where's the joy, right? You also have the cougar, you can do it. See how happy that little cougar looks as well? I feel like you're coming into, yeah, you're going to be much happier. Because you're actually giving yourself time to rest and like enjoy your life. You have the 5 of Swords, and you have the Strengthening Bonds card, which I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But see, the 5 of Swords as well, I feel like some of you guys might be releasing trauma. You know, you may have been in survival mode, and the thing is, you just keep going in survival mode until like eventually it comes to a point where you have to stop, because you can't keep that up forever, right? The 5 of Swords is like a debilitating mindset. It's, you know, it's almost like, I want to keep saying survival mode, pile 3. I want to say that you're coming out of survival mode, because you may be someone that came out of like a codependent relationship, or a lot of codependent relationships, and it's taken you a long time to recover. But it's almost like you're finding your joy now, and this could be years and years after the fact, okay? But you're coming out of this 5 of Swords like debilitating mindset. And I actually want to put that at the back. And it's like you're exploding out into the world, like you're coming out. Because the sacral chakra is like the seat of it's like being who you are. You know, the root chakra deals with survival, like food and shelter and money, right? And then once that's been achieved, then it's the sacral chakra, the seat of the emotions, which you also need to have a proper life. You can't just go around being a robot. You know what I mean? That's not why we're here. Like, we're meant to enjoy life. And I feel like, yeah, that's what I was saying as well. Like, it's the seat of who you are. Because once you start to get out of survival mode and relax, you start to get into this like, what do I like to do when I'm not working? What do I like to do? Oh, maybe I like this TV show. Maybe I like doing this. Maybe I'm going to take up a hobby. I'm going to groom myself more. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make more time for me. Maybe I like cooking. It's almost like it also deals with creativity. I just feel like you're about to show the world who you are. Because I feel like you've come to the end of some kind of chapter. See how he's standing on his little cliff there? You know, it's almost like the Lion King. You know, when they lift up Simba and they show him off? It's almost like, here I am. Here I am. This is me. This is me. And I'm going to do the things that make me happy, and I'm going to take time out for myself, and I'm not going to just, because the thing is, if you've been in a lot of codependent relationships, you end up just catering to them. And if you've grown up with that, you may not even know what you like, right? This is like you coming into a period of like self-exploration, joy, finding out who you are and showing the world who you are and being really happy. because you're going down some kind of new path, pile number 3. This is the Ace of Pentacles, so there's some kind of offer, be that love, be it career, be it both, but it's blessed. You see how you have the cherry blossoms and it's all lit up? This path is meant for you, whatever it is. You've been being prepared for it, and I think you're nervous. Maybe you're nervous, because she looks a bit nervous. Because I want to say this pile has been more used to being the giver. Sorry for making you seasick. You may have been more used to being the giver, you know, having to do things for other people, but I think you're moving more into your softer yin side. Like I said, I feel like you're coming out of survival mode. And it's going to be about allowing people in to do things for you and allowing things to happen for you, like without having to chase it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I have to keep chasing, I have to keep going or I'll die. You know what I mean? It's more about like sitting and just letting the universe bring things to you, whether that's like, you know, blessings coming in, or like a person that you're going to meet that's going to be helpful, or, you know, try and give to you or support you in some way. Okay, so you might be nervous about this, like, oh my god, like, can I do this? Yes you can. It's just that I think you've spent a lot of your time fighting. You've had to spend a lot of your life fighting, okay? But they want you to know that that part of your life is over now, okay? But like, it might bring up a lot of emotions with you, you know, because you might have repressed them for a long time. So just let it out, okay? You know, it's okay to cry. Okay, it's okay to feel your emotions. You're allowed to feel your emotions. People may have made you feel like it's not okay, but it is, okay? It is okay. That's what they're there for. That's why you have them. So that's your message, pile 3. Sorry if it's long, but that's the message. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.